guys. So I'm playing another game. Hey everyone, how are you all? I hope you're all fine today. So, today I'm teaching you about Minecraft. So, Minecraft is a popular game, popular indie game. Like AA games, they are popular indie games. So, now the first I'm going to talk about mobs. They're like pigs or maybe birds or zombies or everything. Number one is zombies. Well, they're just always like this. Going always like that. And like that. And they're always making, when they, in the morning, when they are about to die, they do like this. And then when they always come at the night. So they make this sound. Or sometimes they also make like that sound. I don't get scared of totally of those. I only get scared at the zombies when I see them right in front of my eyes when I play that game. Totally. Now, number two is skeletons. Well, they sound like this. Like if you take a bone from a dead body, two of them, and do like this, their sound is like or something. I can't say it, but it's like this. And just like two sticks, like that. And another is they can shoot their arrows at the player because players are the only one they could shoot. They are like I see all those arrows there. Sometimes when I'm a player, he shoots at me and I can't even see a thing, only pointing stuff all over me. When I check my inventory and see how I look like, arrows are all over me. I can't even see a thing of me. I can see my shape with the arrows like spikes like this. Now number three is zombie pigments. They are zombies that are pigs. They sometimes have a nice look and another is they look like a pig. They have green and pink, like a real pig has. They're like that. They have golden swords and they're always going, and they always be in the nether side, where if you go through a portal, nether portal, and you go through it, you'll be on the nether and you will see them. I don't like those because they're zombie pigs. So I call them zombie pigs instead of zombie pigments. Okay. Number four is spiders. So of course you know spiders. They don't give any harm to us, but they are as the size of us. They make this sound like that. Like when you're doing like for tasty things, just like that. When you kill them, they drop, spider webs. They roll like a swirl of spider webs that can tangle you up in the house. Like that. So, number five are Endermans. Well, they're huge. Can't even measure the size. They're like this much. Or maybe this, even higher than that. This much. They're totally this much. And they are like kind of purple, just like the obsidian you use to make the nether portal. They are that color. They are kind of like dark purple, and they have purple eyes, but they are just square. And they have thin, long arms and thin, long legs, and they're just like a throne. Like I've seen my Nickelodeon, troll. There's a nice movie. Their hands are until like here, like like that. So he also has kind of a big head, but little small because he has thin everywhere, but his body is thick. So that's it for the mobs. One more, there are other mobs like such as pigs, sheep, cows, like this. Except there's llamas also in the game. I thought there was no llamas. No llamas. Exceptionally no llamas, but there are llamas. They don't do a dance like. They don't. They're like sheep. They're wool everywhere, but they're mostly ears are over here. Yeah, like that. Like a sad bunny puts their ear over here. There's also bunnies in Minecraft. Actually, in the 2D paper Minecraft, it doesn't have bunnies, but in the 3D game, it has them. So there's another pigs. Their pigs are just all over the place. They're even trying to come inside the door of mine. I used to have pigs as my pet. Then there's another chickens. Well, they're just like when we want food from them, they give us feathers. They also give us not cooked chicken. Don't like that. I don't like to eat not cooked chicken. Well, cows. That's the second mob where cows are just like the animal, but they are all thick body. When we attack to get some food or leather from them, they are like woo, 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 and they're like that. But anyhow, I caught them with the arrow and they drop leather. They drop beef, rotten beef. We can't cook rotten beef in a furnace. Well, I'll talk about that later because they are blocks actually. So they're also like they're so slow, moving so slow. Till almost like it takes 10 seconds to come near the camera, of course. And that's it for the mobs right now and other types of mobs. This is time for the player. Now players are there, just like what I did for that act in the first place where I was like that. And so they also have blocks in their hand. They put it like that. They put their hands like, but they don't do like this. They don't go near a place they want and bend and put. They just like throwing the blocks. They are still at the same height. They don't bend and put it like this. They're still at the same height. And they're just throwing the blocks and it comes wherever our mouse points towards. Like in the 3D game, it looks like this. Has the block and it do like this. Like that. But in the 2D game, it do like that. Like it's throwing the same thing. Now it's becoming the blocks turn, where they make the terrain like this whole place. As you can see, I'll tell you some types of blocks. Well, there are dirt blocks, there are also grass blocks, stone blocks, even like leaf blocks, and such as wood blocks. So there's even more like blocks. So there's even like more blocks such as furnace. Well, furnace are just like kitchen gas cookers. They help us cook something. There's also another thing called chest. Well, that's one thing where you can take or put everything. There's actually one more thing called inventory. I'll talk about that later. Another one is a crafting table. It's a table that you can craft things. Just imagine, like stick plus 2 cobblestones equals a stone or a stone sword. So another is if you have gold blocks and sticks, then it makes you a golden sword. So when you got killed by a zombie or skeleton, you do like this. Yeah, like your whole screen turns this side, then back to normal. But if the zombie kills behind you, but if the zombie kills front of you, like that. That's actually supposed to be in the player's side, but hey. Now, there's another block called leaf. Of course, there's also another block called birch slapping. The birch slapping makes birch trees. Like, if you were to say something like this would be spruce slapping. Spruce slapping. Else, if it were to be birch slapping, of course it would be like those trees over there. It would be like them. They are like birch slapping. And another is jungle or forest slapping. Of course, jungle and forest slapping are like jungle trees. They're trees that come from the jungle. They have vines and everything. Actually, in the real 2D game and 3D game, there's actually 2D. It doesn't have any vines. 3D, it has vines. Also, in the 3D game, vines can also activate as a ladder. And another block is ladder. Well, you know how ladders are they. But in Minecraft, you can climb them so quickly. Not like not like that. There's also something like a roof where you have like a triangle slope, like like that. You can use it for steps, or maybe your house part where they're like that, like a real house. Say, if this were to be your house, it would be like this. See? For your front roof, just like that, way over there, like that one. Of course, it's just like that. So there's another block called flowers. There are also flowers in the real game, like that. Like these. They're like that. There's sometimes sometimes they're also sunflowers, or maybe there's also like other types of flowers like daisies, or maybe other types of flowers like roses, like the red color flowers. There's no pink color flowers like that over there, but I just said it smells good. Look, there's no pink color flower like that. There's another called leaves. Of course, you know leaves. They're all like this. Leaves. Everywhere you can see leaves. Leaves. And even on the plant, and where you're next to it even. Leaves. Beside you, this wall is a leaf. There's another block called bed. Well, you know bed. You can sleep on it. But in the actual Minecraft game, they are only the pillow white. The actual bed color is red. This color. And the pillow is this color. We can sleep on it by pressing the E, or maybe right clicking on the bed. You will fall asleep so fast. Like just you're not even gonna have an animation. You're just like you're in the 2D game. You see like this. You don't have an animation. Like you're folding the bed and nicely getting on it and sleeping. No. If you're even far away from the bed and you're pressing E, then you know what happens? You just quickly rush to it and start sleeping. In the real Minecraft game, there's a kind of, we can't see it, but there's a animation that is like there. It looks like, okay, here's the screen we can see. It looks like this. It looks like that. And we sleep, and also it shows up some controls. And now, with the space key, you can jump. Of course, that's how in every game. Up key just to move. In the real 3D Minecraft game, you use the space to jump, but the up key to move forward, back key to move backward, right key to reach this side for the left key. I mean right key, this side left. But in the 2D game, you use up to jump, left, right to move these sides, and down there's nothing useful. Anyhow, if you press the up arrow in the 2D game or the space 2 times in the 3D game, if you double press them, you will be in fly mode. You know, fly mode, you can fly. And that's where the down arrow comes useful, where you can go down with the down arrow, up with the up arrow, the drill, like that. There's another block called stone. I'm right now standing on it. There's that. It's so solid. In the Minecraft game, you take a lot of time to break it. You're almost ready and your pickaxe is about to break. There's another dirt block. Well, I'm also standing on it right now, and it quickly can easily break. Now, there's also grass blocks. Also, there's mostly no grass blocks over here. I know where grass blocks. Grass blocks are even more easier to break, just like the dirt blocks. And grass blocks are these, of course. Right now, I'm in here, and these are grass blocks. If you dig inside them, of course, you can see the dirt and the grass. Same forward there. Grass blocks are also over here, just like a carpet, and they are over here, of course. As you can see, dirt and grass. That's grass blocks. Dirt and grass is a grass block. There's dirt and also grass, just like this. Of course, it's also just like this, but it's the same. Dirt and grass. Grass blocks. Here's also stone there, but I can't actually break these. I show here. These are all also stones. Now, in Minecraft, there has a block called clay. It's just like it. Actually, this is concrete, but I normally call it clay for the Minecraft game. There's another called jack-o'-lanterns. Of course, there's one that is off, the one that is not lighting up, and another that is lighting up. Well, they give you light at the night. It's probably like a jack-o'-lantern night light. Just like that. There's no metal blocks. No metal blocks except, what do you guess? Wood blocks. Of course. They're just like this. Well, they're not like this, except blocks. Of course, something like this. Down here, they're like blocks. You know blocks? You know blocks. They are just blocks, like building blocks. Blocks is block, just like a building block. Too many blocks words over here. Now I'm enough with it. There's also we can also wear armor for the player. Well, there's diamond armor. There are 3 or 4 types. Diamond armor. And there's no stone armor. That would be so heavy. There are also diamond armor, golden armor, and iron armor. Well, you know, iron. They make like iron buckets, iron kettles in the real life. Actually, where do you find iron? And what is iron? And well, if you craft a sword, iron sword, or maybe an iron suit, it would be light green. There's also blocks, golden blocks. They just normally do nothing. In the 3D game, you can craft emerald. Of course, 3D. Now, in the 2D, there's also emerald, but we can't. There's no costumes for making the emerald sword, or there's not even emerald suits. Of course, just like emerald, there's actually real emeralds. There's not only a color, they are shiny greenish. If you even draw them, there's also awesome drawer, illustrator. He drew it on a single paper canvas with an awesome light. You can find it down here. Down here. If it wasn't there, totally tell me in the comments, because I need to know if it's in real life or not. Diamonds are also in real life. Emeralds are also in real life. Gold is also in real life. Iron is also in real life. And there's another block. What do you guess? It's coal. Of course, you can find coal for the trains, or maybe for something like that. You use coal for lighting up or start cooking in the furnace. You put the coal in the bottom of the square you see, not the arrow one, the bottom one. You put it there, then it will suddenly go on and you can see fire on the, you know where, you can see on that arrow or below that arrow. Then you can put something above the box or the below box where the coal is, and it normally cooks for your tasty dessert, of course. Now, coal in the real Minecraft game, it looks like cooked pork, but it's kind of like metal. Anyhow, cooked pork, well, that's up to it now. That's where, when you kill, almost like, there's also raw not cooked pork. I don't like to eat that. They normally come from sheep or pigs. Also, they drop leather for your artificial leather, or maybe leather you can make your wallets, like, you know, wallets, right? They are used with leather. So, I think that's mostly all blocks. Nope, I forgot to tell you, obsidian. Of course, that's the block that you use to build another portal. Of course, this is how you build another portal. Over here, like this. You build 4 blocks in this way down, and those 2 blocks at the edge, you build them 5 or 6 blocks high. Then again 4 blocks. Then in your tools inventory, you have something like metal with a hook and written on letter C. You take that, put it in, you have another portal, and once you go in with your armor, you're in a different place. Well, that's called the nether. And they're nether blocks. Of course, nether blocks are red blocks, like, you know, red blocks, they are kind of like scribbles, or golden scribbles all around the red block. And there's also dark golden scribbles, or maybe like orange and red scribbles on a red block. Also, there's a little bit of red. Now, that's where you also find the zombie pigments. You can make water. Also, there's also like spider web that I told you in the beginning. If you mix that with something, there's also lava blocks and water blocks. If you mix the spider web with something, something means something. I forgot it. If you mix it up with that substance, it will give you water in the nether, and you can use that. If you're in the nether with your portal, put 2 jack-o'-lanterns showing you the way. Greetings, you came to the home nether portal, like that. The jack-o'-lanterns lit up, because in the nether side, there's lava from above falling down. Lot of lava. Of course, you can't believe it. There's a lot of lava from up here down there, and it's going into a lava pool. Of course, you have hearts and you have hunger. Only if you're in survival. So when you're in survival, this is what happens. If you get killed by a zombie, your heart decreases to a middle heart and a big heart, of course, and hunger. Of course, that's one part of it, where if you keep building or if you lose your life, you will get hungry time to time. Sometimes when you lose your life a lot, you will get hungry a lot. And if you lose all your hunger, if you be so much hungry, your life will delay. Your life will decrease. You lost all your stuff. Okay. When you lose your life totally, all your hearts are gone. You hide. You're not there. You lose all your stuff, and then you respawn in another place, such as. But you can't respawn in wood blocks, of course, or grass. So there's another block called sand. Sand blocks, they are sort of like this. Of course, like this. Sand blocks. These are just sand. These sand over here. Sand. Lot of sand. You can also find them if you're in a beach. And there's also sand. So stone blocks. Sandstone blocks. There's also another just like it. It is cobblestone. Of course, is villagers. Now there's one more mob left. Villagers. Of course, they are friends. When you put them in something, they're like, You can see them. They're always. They don't move their hands. Their nose is so long, like this. Can't even move their hands. They're just going randomly, like with their hands down here, like their hands. Something happened where if your hand something happened, there's like a cloth piece wrapped all over it, so you can hold your hand. It's just like that. So there's also one more block. It's actually there's also fences. Fence. And there's one more block. It's called something I don't know. It's a block called something I don't know. Of course, it's a block called something I don't know because I don't know the name of the block, but I have seen the block. The outline is kind of reddish, dark reddish, and the kind of scribbles are reddish, and the inside there are yellow. So I think that's it for today. In this episode. So this is about totally Minecraft, and I've done all the blocks, mobs, and mostly everything. So this is the end of Minecraft episode. So I hope you enjoy this. So see you next time and have a great day. Toodles.